This time on Street Rat Garage, we're back again at the Indianapolis Metropolitan Impound Auction. We're doing the online stuff. It's cold outside. You know what that means? It means it is the best time to get out there and buy some cars. Let's get started. So it is the first week of December, and here in Indiana, it is incredibly cold out, especially this entire week, and temperatures are dropping, so that means not as many people are going out to the auction to look at these cars, and not as many people are going to be bidding on them. Also, it is coming up on Christmas. There's only 3 more weeks left until Christmas time, so people are spending all their money on Christmas. They are not spending all their money on buying cars. So you know what you should do? You should go buy cars. So let's look and see what we have going on today. So jumping right into it, the first vehicle I want to look at is this 2007 Yukon. It is not in great shape. It's an 07, it's got 228,000 miles, and it won't go in gear. This is basically a parts vehicle. I like to buy some of these for the engine and transmission, and these part out pretty well. This is going to have the 5.3 in it, unless it's a Denali. If it was a Denali, it'd probably be sporting a 6.2, which would be even better. But this just sold for $725. So plus your auction fees. Never forget your auction fees. But for a 5.3 liter, you're doing an LS swap. You get everything you need right there for, you know, right around $1,000. That was a little bit under $1,000 what it sold for. Probably sold for about, yeah, right around $1,000, just a little bit under. But that's everything you need for your LS swap. Just buy that. Computer, engine, radiator if you make it fit, all that good stuff. Sell off the other parts. There's easily $1,000 worth of parts if you sell about half of the car. So all your money back, you get a free engine and all the wiring that goes with it. So anyway, moving on. Now they have all kinds of stuff at this auction. Right here we see a 2022 Chevy Silverado. This is a new car, a new truck, but she's been wrecked, and for some reason the insurance company didn't want this back. It's not that bad. I seriously doubt if the frame rails are even bent on this thing. A hood, a fender, you know, all the front end parts, maybe damage the heater core. You're gonna have to do the airbags on it. There they are. So both airbags blew. I don't know if it damaged the windshield, but I mean, trucks are very, very expensive nowadays. So if you can get one of those for, you know, around $10,000, you'd be doing pretty good, which this is $9,500. But you got to look down here at the auction, the total fees, which is, they always make this hard to bring up. But right here, it's $11,702. That's what you're actually spending on this truck. So you're at $11,000. So you got to calculate how much is it going to cost to fix this truck versus how much it's worth. This is a Z71. This is a 4-wheel drive. It's a quad cab. It's worth a good little bit of money. How many miles are on this? Only 56,000 miles on it. This is easy about I don't know, 23,000, 25,000, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. It's going to suffer because it's rolling under a salvage title. So you have to get that taken care of. But yeah, $9,800, about $11,500 in total for a 2022 Chevy Silverado, which I think it's a pretty good idea if you are into fixing vehicles. But let's move on to something that already runs and drives. If you're looking for a truck, Ford F-150, yeah, I don't like Fords. I don't like F-150s. I think they're cheaply made. And they're sold cheaply. But I mean, it has 204,000 miles on it, which is it's a bit high. But it has keys. It runs, and it went into gear right here. It looks pretty solid. This is a Midwest truck. They usually have a lot more rust on them than this. This is actually really clean truck, and there's a lot of Ford people out there that would like to have this truck. So right now it's at $1,000. Bring this down here so you can see your fees, which is already gone. So about $1,500 is what that Ford F-150 sold for. I don't think you can go wrong with a running and driving pickup truck, even if it is a Ford, for that kind of money. So yeah, get out there and buy some cars. Let's continue on with trucks, because I think the trucks are probably the easiest thing to sell right now. Before tax season, you're going to have to be careful about what you buy if you want to flip it before tax refund season comes around and people have money. People don't have money right now. They're just going to buy stuff like trucks. Like this 2003, it just sold for $600. We didn't even get to look at it because I was too busy talking to you. But can we still see it? Well, let's look at the next truck. The next truck coming up is the 2004 Chevy Silverado. This one's not as in good a shape as the other one, but it's a 04. Doesn't show any miles on it. Went in a gear, runs, all that good stuff. Now this one's a little bit more rusty than, say, the Ford F-150. This is what most southern trucks, Midwest trucks look like. But they only have $575 on this truck right now, which is, with auction fees, it's $827. Always look at the auction fees. $827 for a running and driving four-wheel drive that, well, kind of looks bad, but it'll get you down the road and you can use it as a scrap truck, whatever. It also has a good 5.7 liter engine in it also, so keep that in mind. Now at this particular auction, you only get to view the vehicles on a Wednesday. This is Indianapolis Metropolitan Auction, the police impound auction. That's where all the tow trucks go. They go to one place, dump all the police impounds off, all the accidents, anything, vehicles that have been sitting alongside the road too long and they got tagged, people apparently didn't want them or whatever. All sorts of things. People get arrested, their car goes to impound, they can't get it back out, or they're in jail. It goes to this impound lot, and if they don't come back and get it, well, they're going to sell it at the auction. What the auction does is they hold it for, I don't know how long, it's either 60 or 90 days, I can't remember, but nobody comes and claims it, then they can file for paperwork and get a title for the vehicle. They're not going to give you an actual title, but they are going to give you a piece of paper that's just as good as a title. It's notarized, it has all the vehicle information on it. You take that one piece of paper to the license branch. You have to get a police VIN check on it first, which can be done at the license branch if you take the vehicle with you. So one piece of paper, take the car to the license branch, hand it to them. They go out, make sure the VIN number is the same. Boom, they give you a title. You can get a speed title. It comes back in like 2 days. So you can buy this car 2 days later. You can have it up for sale on Facebook Marketplace, make a little extra money within a week. So if you price it right, it's just that easy. Okay, before this car comes up for bid, and it only is on there for like 3 seconds, let's take a look. This is a it's a 2004 Honda Accord, and right now it only has $300 a bid on it. But Honda and Toyota, probably one of the better things that you can buy. Now this one right here, it doesn't show any miles because you probably need the key to light up the odometer, and it doesn't have a key. So it's a 2004, so they don't know if the engine runs. They don't know anything about this car. It was brought in because it was apparently left on the street. It has these little white marks on it. So you leave your car parked in front of your house on the street, they will come and impound your vehicle if it doesn't have good plates or whatever. See, it has license plates on the back, but we don't know if they're expired. It could have expired plates on it, or somebody could have called and complained about it. Who knows what happened, but these people apparently didn't want their car. So that begs the issue, that begs the question, like, why? What happened to this car? And why is it sitting alongside the road and nobody wanted it, nobody came and got it? So this is a gamble car, but it's a Honda Accord. Now they just started bidding on it, so let's see what this goes for. It has a good body on it, 450s. People are bidding on it pretty decent. It looks good all the way around, and it has a license plate on it, but for some reason the tires got marked. It's hard telling. These people could have been out of town or something. Well, look, it has some electrical issues, or they lost the key or something right here. You can see they took the steering column partially apart. The interior is nice. I think this car is going to run, and if I didn't have so many cars right now, that I think this would be a good gamble. $575, $827 with auction fees. Keep it under $1,000. If this thing runs and drives without any major issues, well, you got yourself a $2,500 car come tax refund season, as long as it doesn't have a bunch of miles. But there it is, sold for $575 plus auction fees. So I would say that's is a pretty good deal, just as long as this is a runner. Even if you have to put a little bit of work into it, it's no big deal. Hondas, you're going to get your money back out of a Honda. A Honda or Toyota Camry, Toyota Corolla, Toyota Sienna, a Honda Civic, Honda Accord, Honda CR-V, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's move on, see what else they got good. Now, the next car that we have up for sale, it's a 2005 Honda. I'm still on Hondas. 2005 Chrysler 300. Now, this car is incredibly popular among certain demographics. People that like Chargers and Challengers, and oh, this one's got a Hemi in it too. Nice. It just sold for $575. But it didn't have any keys with it, so we don't know if it runs, but $575 has a 5.7 liter in it already. Yeah, you can part that out. You're not losing money on that one. So another good deal. These cars are moving fast. All right, we have a couple trucks coming up for sale. The first one, it's a 2006 Dakota. Some of the smaller trucks. So this is a 2006 Dodge Dakota. It's rough. It has a busted out windshield. You know what? I think this one flipped over. Look at the scratches on the side. Yeah, that's not a great truck. But good parts truck. Actually, the one I wanted to look at is this one next. It's a 1999 Chevy S10. So let's have a look at this. This is more like it. So S10 truck, kind of looks like it's been lowered a little bit, but it has the marks on the tires too. I saw it on the other side. It has no miles on it because it has no keys. We don't know if it runs, but it does have the little V6 in it, which are really good engines. What is that, 4.3 is it? The interior looks pretty good. The interior usually not so bad on these trucks. Kind of looks like it might have been spray painted at one time, so paint's not good. But the body, it's fairly solid. It's only got a bid of $300 on it, so that's like $600 with auction fees. So this is a good gamble car. These are usually pretty good trucks. Don't have very many problems with it. The next up is the Ford Ranger. So it already has $575 on it for pre-bids. So what is that with auction fees? That's $827. $900 now. It's went up to $650. About the same shape as the S10, except this one has keys and it's a 5-speed. Neat. And we know it has 255,000 miles on it. But this is about the same condition as the S10, getting a little bit more money because it has a better, or it has the keys and everything with a better description. But it's just the 4-cylinder, the 2.3, so it's a less powerful engine, but it does have the stick shift with it, which people like. So these are good trucks. They last a good long time. So that one sold for $650. What I say, 900 and some odd dollars, like $925, give or take, on that one. So yeah, there's your small truck line up there. Jump in there and get you some good trucks. Those also sell very, very well. Now, every so often, maybe once every other week or so, there's a couple classics that come up, 1 or 2 classics that come up in this auction, and today's no exception. We have a what do we have? We have a Fifth Avenue. Let's look at that real quick. Here it is, right here. A Chrysler, a 1985 Chrysler Fifth Avenue, has a bid of $650. What's the deal with this one? 26,000 miles because it only has 5-place odometer. It's an 85, doesn't have any keys, but she's missing the carburetor on it. Somebody's done a fuel injection delete, put an aluminum intake on it, put a carburetor on it. Apparently had carburetor issues, took the carburetor off, didn't fix the car, and it got impounded, sitting on the street probably. $650, 913, was it 913? Was that what it was? Well, it's under $1,000, so that's a pretty good deal. I still got it here. So yeah, $900 Chrysler Fifth Avenue. That's pretty good. I have never been a fan of these cars, but the new generation seems to love this stuff, especially with these giant cushy seats. I gotta hand it to you. In the mid '80s, man, they really done up some interiors. They're like sitting in your living room, but once they start to wear, they're not looking so good. But this one's still pretty good shape overall. But I just don't like this interior. These cars, they're just not me. They're underpowered. This is going to be a 318. Even if you got the 4-barrel put back on it, it's not going to be a monster. That's for sure. But yeah, it's a classic look. It has good tires on it. So that's a pretty good deal for $1,000. So hopefully one of my friends got that, and maybe we can look at it someday. I know a few people that like to buy these classic cars out of this auction. So moving on. Now, up next is another Yukon. Still not a Denali, but again, another 5.3 liter engine. Let's have a look at this real quick. There she is right there. Yeah, there we go. Here she is. So this one, currently it has $575 on the pre-bids. So that brings our price up to 800. Yep, they bid on again, 913. Yeah, so $650 is $913, you know, on all these. So 913, oops, it just went over $1,000 with those couple bids, but this one's a little beat on. So this is pretty much a parts truck. But it's got the 5.3 in it, but it has 265,000 miles, which these trucks will do with no problem. It has the fake leather interior, vinyl interior, I guess, but these part out really well. I'm parting out one right now. People are always calling about parts on it. All this stuff parts out. So $800 right now brings our total up to what? I can't see it. It's always hard to get the auction number, the final number up. They don't want you to see that. $1,100, so about $1,200 bucks right now with auction fees. Still good. You can still get $1,200 out of parting this thing out easy. Wheels, tires, the back hatch, the interior. That's about $1,200 just for that. So there it is, $875, about $1,200 with auction fees. So then you get to keep the 5.3 and put it in whatever project you want, or you just sell the engine too, and you know, part the rest of it out, then junk the body and make you about $1,200 profit. But next up we have a Ford Festiva for all you Ford guys. I got to make sure to put in Fords because I'm not a Ford guy, but a lot of you guys are, and you like your Fords, so I will make sure we look at some. So this one right here is it's a 2013 Ford Festiva. Here we go. This one right here. It has a tag on it. What does it say? It says 197,000 miles, 2013, runs and drive. No, it doesn't say runs and drive. It says has keys, engine runs, and went into gear. So pretty much runs and drive. But I didn't see this. She's been cremated in the back. Another parts car. So I didn't see that. My bad. This one is $597. So it just sold for $597 on this pretty much a parts car. So if you need parts, there's your engine. Well, yeah, that's if you have a bad engine, you need a new engine. $597 is probably less buying this car than it is going to the salvage yard. Plus, you got all these other parts and the whole rest of the car to scrap and part out. I mean, it's got good interior. That's actually a pretty good deal for a parts car. If you're going to part something out, and if you need the parts, you just buy the whole car. It's way cheaper, and you get all your money back plus make a profit on it. That's pretty good. Now, this particular auction here in Indianapolis, it comes out every single week, and this week there's a lot of cars. There's over 200 cars. That's a lot. Of course, over half of them are wrecked and not much good. But if you're into parting cars out, you can make an incredible fortune on these cars. But usually it's just over 100 cars, 100, 125 cars. But you know, we had a holiday, Thanksgiving. They hardly ran any cars through. They less than 100 then. So I think these are left over from last week. They didn't want to process all those cars. They probably didn't have the staff to do it. But usually 100 cars every single week on Thursday. Every Thursday, the auction starts at 9 a.m. So if you're in the Indianapolis or surrounding area, you should come to these auctions. I've met people when I previewed these cars that come up to me and said, hey, we're from a different state. We saw your videos and we come up here to buy some cars. And yeah, people from other states are coming up and buying this stuff. Now, I do not know the legalities of obtaining a title outside of the state of Indiana. You may have to process the title inside the state, but check with your local Bureau of Motor Vehicles, your DMV, Bureau of Motor Vehicles, Department of Motor Vehicles, whatever you call it in your state, and see if you can do the paperwork through them. If not, I'm thinking that you can just go ahead and do it through Indiana and have the title mailed to your out-of-state address. But check with them as well before you get into all of this if you're out of state. But if you are out of state, this is Artura website, A-U-T-U-R-A, Artura or Autora. I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's several states that these auctions are in. This, I believe, is the biggest and most frequent auction there is here in Indianapolis, Indiana. The other auctions, some of them only have 10, 15, 20 vehicles. Some of them have 50, 60 vehicles, but I've never seen anything above 100 vehicles in any other state. All the way from California and all the way, I think, to the East Coast. I'm not sure if New York does it, but I don't know. There's probably a good dozen different states that this type of auction is in through Artura. So search Artura and see if there's any near you in your state. If not, just make the road trip to Indiana. The problem is you're only allowed to look at them, I think I mentioned this before, for an hour and a half on Wednesday from like 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. That's it. That's all the further you can look at the cars. You can't start up the cars. You can look at them. You can check the oil. You can crawl under them. You can do all that fun stuff. You can do everything but start them. But every car that has keys and will start, they take a video of it, and it's on the on the website, so you can go through, and anything that runs, they will start it. They'll do a walk around video of it, and you can see that it does run. So a lot of times these cars got some engine problems, so you got to check it out. But if you can't check it out, I've blind bidded on these before and come up with some good deals and come up with some not so good deals. So that is a chance you take, but check it out. Let's jump back into this. All right, now we have another classic car. It's sad to think that right here, a 1989 BMW is now a classic car, but it is. This, let's see what it says on the tag. Oh, no keys. 89 BMW with no keys. That could be, I don't know. It shouldn't be too bad to get keys made for that, but it was in a bit of a fender bender. So she needs some work. But some people are really into these BMWs and like these. Looks like the inline 6-cylinder in it. I don't know. I think those are pretty good engines. But it looks like it snapped the upper A-frame or the strut. This got struts on the back. Looks like it. But she's only at $350, and it probably runs because it was in an accident. So $350 is $540 with auction fees. So $540, you can have this classic BMW that needs to be, beat on a little bit. This is a forward flipping hood, I guess. There it goes, $550 for a BMW 535i. All right, next up we have a 2007 Ford Edge right here. Right now it's only at $575. It runs. It has 198,000 miles. That's not awful. It's a 2007. She's been boinked a little bit right here in the back, so it probably snapped the control arm. But this should just be a front-wheel drive car. Even this should be really simple to fix. But it's only $650 right now. Auction fees $913. Remember, $913 is $650. Oh, this be easy fix. But it's got that door scrape on it. So yeah, $900 and whatever, $13 for a Ford Escape. Simple and easy fix. I'd buy that. I didn't buy it, but I would. Okay, this should be a good one. This is a 2022 Kia Forte. I am not a fan of Kias, but this should part out really well. It's been wrecked. A lot of these cars have been wrecked. Most of these cars have been wrecked, but it's already at $4,000. Now, your problem with your Kias is the engines like to blow up. This one only has 46,000 miles on it, so that engine that's probably a $2,000 engine right there all by itself. But you're already up to 4,200. It's starting to get a little pricey. Transmission, you have that. You have all the interior. You have the wheels that are probably $1,000. All that's good. If these guys would stop bidding on this, there's some money to make. All these front end parts are good. I don't know if that fender's good, but most of it's good. Thousands of dollars worth of, yeah, you can clean that up. But interior parts, probably about $1,000. Oh, the screen right there, display screen, if it's not run from the water getting in it. It's starting to get a little bit high, higher than I would want. Boy, maybe they know something I don't. Maybe these are worth a little bit more, but $5,780 with auction fees, $508, $558, almost $59. It's starting to get a little bit salty. I thought this was going to go for some good money and somebody could make a whole ton of cash on this, but I'm a little worried now. I think somebody's just going to try to pull all this out and slap this car back together and sell it back to like Carvana. The problem with these cars is they don't always show a salvage title or a rebuilt title. This one, if it has a rebuilt title on it, it usually shows in this last square. So I'm pretty sure this car is going to come back with a clean title, even though it's obviously been totaled. And then it's probably going to be sold to Carvana and then sold to some unsuspecting person. That's the unfortunate part about this auction. And the insurance company's not doing what they're supposed to tag these vehicles as being haven't been in wrecks. At $5,000, I can't see. I don't know if there's parts in this. $6,100 with auction fees. That's $1,100 just in auction fees. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure this one's being put back together, especially with a low of miles that that has on it, and then it's going to go to Carvana. So there you go. Watch out for this car at Carvana. Make sure you don't get screwed over on that one. All right, moving on. Next up, we have a 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Grand Cherokees do very well. It has 227,000 miles. It's a lot of miles, but it's slightly bumped. It needs a tail light. It needs maybe a fender, or you just sell it like it is. But this is a running, running, driving, went into gear Jeep Grand Cherokee. These sell well. I think this is the next one below a Wrangler, really, and as far as sales. Oh, the interior is ripped up a little bit. Seat covers. That's too bad. I like the color of these seats and these panels. That looks pretty cool. I think this is probably tax season, $3,500, $4,000 maybe. So it's only at $175 right now.
Sold.
I missed the total price. So about $1,200 on that one. I would say that was a good deal for something like that. Let's see, what do we have next coming up here?
New bidder.
Another Ford. So we'll look at the Ford. 2010 Ford Edge that's been in an accident. It will not go into gear because the shifter's stuck. And the shifter stuck, well, it's missing a tire. Did the tire just fall off of this? Why is it, can't really see the shifter. But a lot of people don't know that there's always a shift lock override and you can pull these into gear. This Is this missing tires on both sides? Somebody steal this? I don't know what's going on, but it's missing tires. These
Sold.
those studs are broke off. Okay,
Sold.
well,
Next on the block.
I didn't even see what that went for, but yeah, what? Oh, $400 right there. 400, so like $650 with auction fees on it. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it looks like it could be an easy fix and you can make some money off of that. So you have to put work into a lot of these cars. All right, so we need a little bit more diversity. So let's look at this 2008 Audi A4. I like station wagons. I'm not a real fan of Audi. They're okay. This one only has 144,000 miles on it, but it doesn't have any keys. For some reason, most of the European cars that sell at this auction don't have keys, but it's only at $500 right now. Well, that's because the Ford Flex of before it's up, and it's not being bid on quite yet, but it's up next. But as you can see, this is in good shape. Let's see if the tires are marked. Is that a white mark right there? But it looks like a more recent plate on it. Yeah, the tires are marked. It's kind of weird. I don't know what happened to this one. So they towed this one off the side of the street. So this is a gamble car. Oh, it's got a turbo on it. 2.0 liter turbo. That could be a little bit iffy. Look at all the oil that's above the valve cover. Yeah, this is definitely a gamble, but it only has 144,000 miles on it. That seems kind of low for an Audi. Oh, it's up for bids now. It was at $500 on pre-bids, and nobody seems to be bidding any higher on it. So what is that? 500 plus auction fees is $741. So $741 for okay, well, it just went up a little bit. So that's about $800 for an Audi. We don't know if it runs or not. What is that? A witch hat and a ice scraper. So that's basically what you're buying there. But yeah, well, Audi and Volkswagen, you know, they're got a lot of the same parts in them. Is that owned by, who owns that? Don't they own Ferrari too or something? It's a clean looking car though. I would really like to have this. This would be excellent for like a LS swap. Wouldn't that be cool? But it's a lot like it looks a lot like a Volkswagen Passat to me. $575 on it. If you're interested, you have to have keys made, which probably costs you another $100. So $827 plus $100 in keys. So about $1,000 for that. But like I said, it's a nice looking car. Now, if you're just looking for cars that, you know, you can just detail and clean up, vacuum out, polish and wax, this isn't the auction for you. There's maybe 5-10 cars, you know, max that you could probably not even 10 cars, probably like 7 cars that are good to go. And we're not even looking at those. We're looking at the old junky ones that you can make, put some sweat equity into. But now I want to look at this 2016 Dodge Charger here. And it's going up before I can even get it on the screen here. It started out like $1,500 and $1,600, $1,700, $1,800, $1,900, $2,000. You're looking at this. This looks pretty decent. Well, what about this? Yeah, she hit a telephone pole or a tree or something on both sides, and they want $2,000. They're bidding up to $2,000. These people that buy these cars I don't know what's wrong with them. $2,600 with auction fees for this. And you're thinking, well, maybe it's a Scat Pack, maybe it's a 5.7 RT or whatever. No, it's a 6-liter VVT, 6-liter, same thing that's in, like, you know, Jeep Wranglers and stuff, and Dodge Chargers 6-cylinders. $2,100. I'm having a hard time seeing even to part this out, seeing that kind of money. But it is give it to that. It's a 16. So 16s, they're a little bit more pricey than the 14 and below. So it's definitely going to part out more. $2,000. I don't know. You can probably make some money If it had a 5.7 in it, I'd say yeah, but it's at $3,000 right now with auction fees. They need to stop right there and not go any higher to make any sort of profit on this at all. This may be somebody that that needs these front end parts and this engine. If they need all that, then it's definitely worth their time to come and get that. So I'd say about $700-800 for the engine, about maybe $1,200
Sold.
For these front end parts.
Next on the block.
I don't know if they're going to make any money with this car. They might just need parts. That seems to be a little bit high. So, okay, well, Dodge Chargers, Dodge Chargers, Dodge Challengers, they go for a lot at this auction. It's not where you want to buy these cars. But you always want to look, because I did buy that SRT, what was that, SRT Jeep Grand Cherokee. I paid about that amount for it, about $2,300-2,400. 3,000 something with auction fees, whatever, I don't know. But I did make a incredible fortune. Probably, well, not a fortune, triple my money, and I kept the engine. So, but that was an SRT, and that had the 6.4 liter in it. So I have a 6.4 liter that I got for absolutely nothing and made money on the rest of the car. So you can part these cars out and make some really good money. I don't know about a 6-cylinder though. Okay, now we come to the car that everybody wants, this Camry, 2017 Toyota Camry. Has this one been wrecked? I was just talking about cars that you don't have to do anything to besides clean up. I think we found one. It's a 17 Toyota Camry. It's only $4,000. But what's that with auction fees though? That's, come on, $5,000 with auction fees, and it runs. It's got keys. It goes in a gear.
Sold.
I think that's your car right there. That might have been the
next on the block.
That might have been the best one at the auction this time. Okay, Toyota Camry. You can't go wrong with a Toyota Camry. That's for sure. What's this one? Let's look at it real quick.
New bidder.
Oh, what is this? This is another one of those cars that says has power, will not crank. They get a lot of these through the auction, and I think it's because they make keys for a lot of these cars, and I don't think they get the codes right on them sometimes. But see, this one says it has a rebuilt title, so this one has been wrecked at some time in the past. It doesn't look like it's been wrecked when it was brought in here. This one has marks on the tires, so there might have been some issues with it.
Sold.
Not starting. But did you see what that went
Next
for?
on the block.
I was too busy talking. Oh, $650. There it is. So under $1,000. 850 maybe on that one. Oh, there's a Toyota Corolla. That one's crashed. But anyway, moving on. What else do we have here? Now we are going to look at a couple cars that are going to be very popular here in about another month. Tax check refund season. This is a 2005 Malibu. These are the cars you want to buy for tax refund season. Not horrible miles. It's still under 200,000. Has keys, one in a gear. It's 2005, so it's not that old. It's like 20 years old, 21 years old, so it can drink. That's what you want in a car, but it's fine. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong with this car at all. I can move the pictures here, I guess, to make it easy. $725 on this one. Nobody's bidding any more than that. That's about $1,000. Come tax refund time, that's a $2,000
Next
car.
on the block.
2,000, 2,200, 2,300, maybe up to $2,500. People get crazy. And moving on to this 2015, this is even better car. This is probably $3,500, $3,700 car, tax refund season.
New bidder.
Also under 200,000 miles. It's a lot newer. It's a 15. Has keys, engine runs, one in a gear. This one actually looks pretty good. The Ford Fusion, I think, is one of Ford's better lower price cars. It's Is this 6-cylinder? I think it's a 6-cylinder. It has, a check engine light on for whatever reason. But right now it's at $1,600. So what's that, about $2,300 with tax? Something like that. Anyway, it just sold. I think it's about $2,300 on that one. So tax refund season, get it. And we still got another good Ford Edge right here, 2014 Ford Edge tax refund season car. Let's see if this one, went into gear, 216, just over 200,000 miles. As long as it has around 200,000 miles ish. This price is so hard to see. $1,200 with auction fees on this one right here. Tax refund season. These people that need a car, tax refund is going to be the most amount of money that they will probably have the entire year. One lump sum of money. This is also probably about another $3,500, $4,000 car. And there it is. What was that, like $1,200-$1,300?
Next on the block.
Easy doubling your money on something like that. No problems there. What's this one? This Ford Edge that's coming up. Is this any good?
New bidder.
A lot of Fords. This one has a rebuilt title. I don't know. I'm not a fan of rebuilt titles. A lot of people won't buy them just because of the rebuilt title. But has power, will not crank, 265. That's starting to get a little bit high on the miles. This is more like a parts car. Looks like it has a temporary license plate on the back. So I'm not sure what happened there.
Sold.
And it's gone for about under $1,000.
Next
Good
on the
parts
block.
car. Let's continue on. Let's look at this Chevy Malibu. This one's been wrecked. But if you want to put one together, this one doesn't have any keys. It's 200,000 miles. Impalas and Malibus, Ford Edges, Ford Fusions, all of those are your tax refund season cars. This is parts car too. This is
next on the block.
$500 car. It just went for. Oh well, it's not bad. So yes, I keep saying it. Tax refund season. This is December, and this is the time to buy the cars. People are spending all their money on Christmas. Probably prices are going to go down a little bit more right after New Year's. After New Year's, everybody has already spent all their money on Christmas, and they've probably been off work, and not everybody gets paid holidays. So a lot of people that are buying this type of cars, they're not going to have any money definitely until tax refund season comes, which is the end of January, the 1st of February. So you want to get all your cars bought probably in between now and the end of January. Stock up all those cars, and just hang on to them. That's going to be a really good investment, because as soon as the first 1 or 2 weeks of February come, bam, they're going to blow all that money. Everybody's going to be buying cars right and left, and you'll be wiped out. Whatever cars, if you buy 5 or 6 cars, they're going to be gone in like a week. And then you won't be able to buy any more cars, because there won't be any left. The prices at these auctions, they will skyrocket. And they're going to go probably 3 or 4 times what they are right now. So get your cars bought ASAP. It's almost time for tax refund season. Get stocked up if you want to make some quick bucks. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.